What's up, guys? Hey, this is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. And we're back with another video, and I'm so excited to talk to you about this one today because this is important. This is a big topic that we're going to be getting into today, and it's something that I think that a lot of people do need to hear, because if you don't, well, it could make your business irrelevant in the next 5 to 10 years. You don't want to miss what I'm going to say. But before I get into that, guys, we need to talk about my favorite telemarketing lead company, and that is Lead Heroes, who is the sponsor of this video today. Lead Heroes, guys, does top-notch work when it comes to telemarketing leads for Medicare supplements, turning 65 individuals, final expense, mortgage protection. Their business model is all set up to take the hard work out of it for you, to where they're pre-qualifying a person to, number one, see if they're interested in what you have to offer and what you have to say. Number two, to see if they're qualified for your product. They take a lot of the guessing work out of it for you and some of the fact-finding out of it to make it sure that you're getting the most qualified and interested prospect and customer that you can talk to essentially save you time, guys. Lead Heroes does live transfer leads, custom calling campaigns where they can preset appointments for you. I've used these myself. They work incredibly well. They save you a lot of time. Or you can just essentially buy straight up telemarketing leads through the process. Just for watching this video today, guys, Lead Heroes is going to give you 10% off all purchases at checkout. Coupon code can be found down in the description, as well as a link to their website. Enjoy, give them a try. You might like them for your business in 2021. So, guys, let's talk. And that is, what is the biggest risk to your business as a Medicare agent in the next 10 years? And the way I look at it is there are two potential possibilities that could potentially be a risk for your business. Number one is where we have a Medicare For All situation come in, to where, and for those of you not aware of what Medicare For All really is, Medicare For All is not to where every single person gets Medicare, right? That would be great for our business, right? Everyone gets A and B, and everything works exactly the way it does now, and, everybody gets Medicare Advantage plans. That is not what Medicare For All looks like in terms of how it's been presented. It's been presented as a universal healthcare system, similar to like a Canadian system or European system or something like that, which would essentially kill our business, right? I mean, that's kind of my viewpoint on it. I know that's a lot of your viewpoints as well. And I don't want to dive into that too much. That's always a possibility. But what I tell people when they ask me about it, and I'll kind of share my 2 cents with you, is typically with things like that, we should be able to see it a mile away. Because things like that getting passed, first of all, it would take a huge amount with all of the insurance companies, lobbyists, and bureaucrats and things like that. I think it'd be very difficult to have that done. Not to mention, all of the various jobs that would essentially evaporate like that. I think it would be a very tough thing to get passed. And if it did get passed, we would see it coming a mile away. We would have time to prepare. Look at the macro bill that impacted Plan F. It was passed in 2015, did not take effect until 2020. Things that happen in the government do not happen overnight. They're slow moving, and we will typically see them coming a mile away as agents, so we can kind of prepare. So I think if anything like that was to happen, it's not going to be a situation where we wake up tomorrow and boom, we're all out of work. So that's my thoughts on that. But I think the more realistic threat to our business is this. I think the most realistic threat to our business, and when I say our business, I'm talking to the independent insurance agents out there, the brick and mortar agencies out there like myself, and the independent agents out there like myself, the people that, are entrepreneurs, business builders, and there's a lot of us out there. The biggest threat, in my opinion, that we have going forward in the next 10 years is more and more call centers coming up. And when I say call centers, I don't mean like, small call centers, 20, 30, 40 people. I'm talking e-health-like call centers, Wall Street funded call centers, publicly traded companies that are worth billions of dollars, like an e-health. We're starting to see more and more of those because they're starting to get more and more of an idea how much money there can be made in the Medicare business. And that is what it is. And that's why, this past AEP, we saw so much more of those scammy cookie cutter commercials, right? Like the Go Medicare commercial. And we saw more Joe Namath commercials. We saw so much advertising, more than I've ever seen ever in my career in AEP. Advertising is always crazy during AEP, but never quite like what we saw this past year. Those kind of companies, and also companies like Walmart, right? Walmart is rolling out Walmart Insurance Services. I think that's going to put an end to having independent agents and booths in Walmart stores, which essentially, I mean, if you've ever worked booths before, if you've known anybody that's worked booths in the past, Walmart has been the most productive booth to be in. It's been the most profitable, and it's been the most sought after for most agents. I don't anticipate that to continue forward. And if they continue doing it this next coming AEP in 2021, I'll be surprised. And if they do it, that will probably be the last year. Probably, if I had to guess. Because Walmart is moving into the space, and they want to get a piece of that Medicare money. The other thing that kind of scares me is Amazon. Amazon entering our space. And I think that is the biggest threat we have potentially as Medicare agents. Name me one company on this planet that is more of a disruptive company in any industry at this point than Amazon. It's not Walmart. Walmart is a big player, yes. But I kind of look at Walmart like I looked at Sears offering insurance, decades ago. If you've been in the insurance business long enough, this was even before I was in the business, but I just heard stories about it. Sears was offering insurance agent, products in their, stores, if you will. And so I believe, that didn't really tinker out for them, if you will. I think Walmart has more chances to be like that, but it's definitely something we want to keep an eye on. In my opinion, I think that the biggest threat we have is the big call centers. I think Walmart can be a threat. I think more people entering the space. This past AEP, companies like Walgreens, I think it was Walgreens, and Costco were essentially pointing people towards eHealth. Saying, if you need help with your Medicare plan, call eHealth, right? Those kind of partnerships are powerful and they're strong. That's stuff that you and I as independent agents, we just can't compete against it. Point blank. And if Amazon enters the space, Amazon has disrupted e-commerce. It's disrupted retail sales. It's disrupted book sales. It's disrupted now the pharmacy space with them getting into the online mail order pharmacy game a little bit. With PillPack, it's disrupted anything that it's gotten into, right? The world is theirs. The world is their oyster, if you will. And that is true. So I believe that with a company that's as innovative and is intelligent as Amazon, I think that's an area that we have to be concerned about. But it doesn't spell doom for us necessarily. Now, what do I mean by that? I believe if you are doing 3 things as an agent, you're going to be okay. You're going to be able to survive the next 10 years because we're going to see an explosion of these big Wall Street funded companies entering our space. We're going to see an explosion. There's 3 things that you can do, in my opinion, to survive this and keep your business relevant. Number 1 is have a strong online presence. You have to have a strong online presence going forward on social media, on Google, in the form of a website. All of those things are going to become dramatically more important. People have to know who you are because you're going to get, buried by the big giant companies. And I think working leads is going to get more difficult. I think cold calling is going to work more difficult, and people are going to be more and more hesitant to purchase insurance from somebody that they don't know. So that's number 1. You have to have a strong online presence. I think it's going to get more and more and more valuable and important. The second thing I think that you can do is make sure that you're doing a good job for your clients and customers now, because those clients and customers that you do a good job to take care of them, 99% of them are going to love you forever. They're going to stick with you forever, and they're never going to leave you, and they're going to continuously refer you friends and family. Word of mouth is still an area, and that customer service, by the way, and that ability to take care of your clients, by the way, is where we're going to win as independent agents more than these big funded companies. They probably, and I'm just guessing, they probably lose 30 to 40% of the business they get during AEP a year later. Because there's no model set up to where they have an individual person taking care of them. And that is still valuable for seniors, and it will continue to be more valuable for seniors. Do a good job for your clients and customers. If you don't, it's going to be more harmful for your business than ever as we go forward in the next 10 years, in the next decade. The third thing you can do is not take your foot off the gas. This is what I mean by this. If you're not moving forward in your business, you're moving backwards. I think we can all agree with that. And if you don't agree with that, I think you're ignorant to the whole situation there. This is what I would say. If you want to essentially survive, your business has to keep growing. And you have to be committed to rapid expansion. Because like I said, 5 years from now, our industry is going to look a hell of a lot different. We're going to have new challenges that we didn't have before. Amazon might be well within our space, disrupting it. So you need to be building now. You have to be building now, because the bigger your business is when this all takes place, and it's already taking place, but the bigger your business is when it really starts to get a foothold and a grasp of the industry, the better off you're going to be. Point blank. I think that you need to be, I think the days of agencies building up a nice book of business, maybe 500 clients, 1,000 clients, and then just kind of servicing them and living off the renewals, I think that is going to be more and more difficult as we go forward. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but I think there's going to be more emphasis of, scaling your business, because if you don't, the companies that are looking to scale their business are going to essentially take you out or have a better opportunity to take you out. So anyway, guys, this is something that I wanted to talk to you about. This is what I would advise you to be doing in your business right now. This is what I'm doing at the moment. But watch out for the call centers, the Wall Street funded call centers, the companies like Walmart Insurance Services, and the big one, right? The disruptor, the company that if they enter your industry, you feel sick to your stomach about it. You're fearful of this company, Amazon. Anyway, guys, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about this topic. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me know down in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you think about it. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, useful, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, hit subscribe for future six-figure Medicare Agent content, hit that notification bell so you are notified when we upload. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Take care.